There's going to be no carryover from us. We know it's going to be a tough game, and we got to be focused and ready to play with a full commitment. But there's not going to be any carryover from us.
It's not going to be anything new to have a 60+ thousand crowd for you guys now. You've had a few of those, but I imagine it never gets old when you walk into that stadium and see it full.
No, it's always great. Maybe with a little bit of luck, we'll sell the whole thing out. But it would be fantastic. I think our team likes playing in those atmospheres, and again, it's something that sets Seattle apart from the rest of the country, and it's something that's great for soccer in the United States.
Caleb seemed to take great issue with the red. Did you think there was any question that was a straight red?
I thought that was a red card. Maybe he thought Chara had gotten fouled earlier in the sequence of them jostling. Papa probably got fouled earlier in that sequence. Maybe he could have blown the whistle. But, maybe I'm older than Caleb, but I've seen worse performances than that.
It's your first time seeing Adi. What were your impressions of Portland's forward?
He did well. He's a big body. He uses his height well. He positions himself well. Undercuts players a little bit when balls are in the air. So that's something that we got to make sure we sort away, or at least draw the referee's attention to it. But he's got good pace. He's got good size. He stays up top. So it gives them a good focal point of they know where to find him type of thing. So he's been a good addition for their team.
Does this team more resemble last year's Portland team now with him and playing kind of the Ryan Johnson role?
A little bit more so. Although Ryan, don't know. I don't know him well enough to be able to compare speed with Ryan. He's certainly a little bit bigger, maybe a little more comfortable back to goal than Ryan was. Ryan liked to stretch the team and go into corners, but Adi's not afraid to do that either.
Any thoughts on how much playing time Clint will get?
We'll see. We'll figure that out tomorrow.
How did he look fitness-wise in training today?
He was fine. He looked fine. We just told him not to go crazy, today, and just see where he's at the end of the day.
As one of these coaches who's seen American soccer through virtually all of its modern stages, how it's got to be kind of neat to see one of your players showing up on Letterman.
Well, I guess, yeah.
On some level, right? Even if you would rather him be here.
Yeah, I'm trying to think if anybody's shown up on Letterman before. Caligiuri showed up there or something for the goal he scored in '90 or something like that. Certainly soccer has gained in its popularity and its recognition factor. The team, I think the best thing I heard is the team's probably a better version of what the teams were in, say, '94 and so forth, in terms of the same characteristics, the ability to work hard, battle for each other, challenge, play with a lot of endeavor, use our athleticism. Those same characteristics, being good at set pieces, those same characteristics are there. They really haven't changed in our game, but maybe we elevated them to a little more consistent level and are better at that. We're still, our flow probably still has to get a little bit better, but that's something that'll come and something that we'll work on. But certainly the recognition from the American sports community has increased immensely over the years. From '90 to now, when we first qualified for the World Cup again in '90. So, it's great to see Clint on Letterman. It's great to see our sport get that sort of recognition.
Once one World Cup ends, people automatically start looking ahead to the next one. A lot of people just assume Dempsey played his last one. Does he have a game that ages pretty well, though, that he could be a guy in his mid-30s still getting it?
Don't know. You don't know for sure. I think in a conversation I had with Jurgen years ago, we were talking about Kobe Jones, and it was like, we were talking about when's it time to retire, and he said, player will know. One day you walk in, you say, hey, it's time. At least if you're honest with yourself. Some guys drag it on, and drag themselves down with it. But a lot of guys are pretty smart about, hey, can't play quite at the same level. So he'll know. And he might be a player who can sustain it. Might be, I don't see him playing as the lone striker in 2018, but maybe in the hole behind somebody, maybe that's still something that's there for him. And it depends how you age physically and how you do. He takes care of himself. He works hard. He's got skills. Those aren't going to go away. As you get older, you understand the game better. It's when you retire is because your legs can't get you there anymore.
You talked about last week Yedlin. You weren't worried about Yedlin getting a big head about all this recognition. Is he special? I mean, he's so young. He made the tours back, Good Morning America and things like that. Is he special the way he handles it?
I'm sure there's other people out there that would be capable of handling it the same way, but he certainly handled it in a very mature manner, and I don't know if I'd use the word special, but unique maybe is a thing. But he's, everybody, when you're in that situation, it's going to affect you a little bit. You can't ever say it won't affect you at all, because that's probably not true. But he's kept it in check, and when it goes a little bit, he brings it back into check fairly well. So I think he's a unique guy that way, and it's something that helps him and will help him being able as he moves forward in his career.
Is Nagbe one of the biggest things you're looking at? Is he a big focus for you as you defend Portland?
We need to do a better job. Nagbe came on at a time when we were tired and he was fresh. So it might be a little different when he starts, we're fresh and he's fresh at the beginning. I also felt, we lost Fernandez a little bit at times in the game. So we just need to do a better job of that as well.
Did you see any lingering effects of the extra 30 minutes the guys had to play on Wednesday?
No, we were planning to regen them anyway. Like I said, it's 30 minutes for us. It's also 30 minutes for them. So we're playing the same team. It'd be different if we were playing a team that had rested all week. So from that standpoint, I'm not too concerned.
And then I apologize. I know you already answered this, but what are you expecting from Portland, and how hungry do you think they'll be given the result on Wednesday?
I think they're going to be very motivated, but so are we. And, we know it's 3 points. We know it's a league game. We know it's a Cascadia Cup game. We know it's our rivals. So everything's there to play for.
This is a little belated, but you might not be tired of it yet. What did you make of Germany 7, Brazil 1?
It was a shocking result. Like I said, after 4, I couldn't even celebrate anymore. But Chris Cornish lost a bet to me, so he's got to wear a Germany T-shirt for a week. So if you didn't catch him at training today, maybe you'll catch him at training tomorrow in his Germany T-shirt. So he said to me England would finish ahead of Germany, and I said no, Germany would finish ahead of England this World Cup. So luckily I do not have to wear the 3 lions, and he has to wear the 3 stars that is on the German jersey.
Are you guys gonna be able to watch the game Sunday, or pre-game stuff get in the way?
No, we should be able to. I think the game kicks off at noon, so we should be fine.
Any thoughts on the game?
Thoughts on the game?
Prediction. You don't make predictions.
Don't make predictions. It's going to be a lot closer game than I think maybe some people are thinking now because of the win over Brazil. Argentina's a lot better organized defensively, is a little, I think, more uncompromising in their defensive endeavor than the Brazilians were. And, so with Germany, it's if everybody's healthy, I think that's one of the reasons he took Hummels out, to make sure he's ready to go in this game. If they keep Lahm at right back, and if that midfield trio can continue to play as they did, I think their chances are good. But, Messi is always that X factor that if he's in the mood and it strikes him right, and he's ready to give it a real maximum go, he's a handful at any time.